Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Chair, distinguished members of the Parliament, Excellencies, esteemed delegates, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor for me to address this distinguished gathering at the UK Forum on Cultural Diplomacy, hosted here in Westminster, a place that has long stood as a symbol of democratic governments, dialogue and global engagement. I convey my warm greeting from our Parliament and the people of Islamic Republic of Pakistan and express my sincere appreciation to the organizer for convening this timely and meaningful forum. A historian once observed that war begins in the mind of the people, and so too must peace. If that is true, and history repeatedly confirms it, then culture is indeed foundational to international relations. It shapes how nations see one another long before policies are negotiated and long after treaties are signed. It is therefore both timely and appropriate that we gather here in the Westminster to reflect on the role of cultural diplomacy in our shared global future. The central idea I wish to place before you today is the simple yet powerful. Culture builds trust where politics alone can't. In a world increasingly divided by geopolitics, misinformation, and identity-based tensions, cultural diplomacy offers a human language, one that speaks not in ultimatum, but in understanding. Cultural diplomacy is the quiet work of influence. It is expressed through education, art, literature, heritage, dialogue, and people-to-people engagement. Unlike traditional diplomacy, it does not seek immediate results. Instead, it invites in relationship, perceptions, and share value. It allows nations to be known not only for their policies, but for their people. Ladies and gentlemen, we have seen this approach succeed across region. Educational exchange have a softened long-standing divides. Artistic and academic collaboration have sustained dialogue during period of the political strain. Parliamentary and civil society engagement have helped maintain communication when official channels were limited. These experiences demonstrate that culture often prepares the ground on which formal diplomacy later stands. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Pakistan's perspectives, cultural diplomacy is deeply rooted in our identity. Our is a land shaped by ancient civilization, enriched by the linguistic and cultural diversity, and guided by traditions of hospitality and coexistence. Pakistan's engagement with the world through culture, whether through scholarships, parliamentary interaction, or diaspora connections, reflect our belief that sustainable international relations must be people-centered. Now, here is the more evident that in our relation with the United Kingdom. The Pakistani diaspora here serve as a living bridge between our societies, strengthening culture understanding and contributing meaningfully to both nations. These human connections reinforce the idea that diplomacy is most resilient when it is anchored in shared social and cultural experience. In an age of rapid digital communication, cultural democracy has become even more critical. While technology has connected us, it has also amplified misinformation and polarization. Culture provides a contribution by emphasizing contact, empathy, and shared humanity. It reminds us that behind every flag and policy position are real people with live experiences. Ladies and gentlemen, if there is one lesson we should take forward from this forum, it is that culture diplomacy is not a soft alternative to diplomacy. It is a strategic necessity. It must be institutionalized, supported by parliaments, and integrated into foreign policy thinking. Most importantly, I must be inclusive, engaging youth, women, scholars, and artists as active participants in shaping international understanding. Let us therefore commit not only to discussing cultural diplomacy, but to practicing it by listening more carefully, engaging more openly, and investing more deliberately in the cultural connection that bind us together. In doing so, we do not merely improve international relations, we strengthen the prospects for peace, cooperation, and shared progress in the uncertain world. With this, I thank you all. God bless all. Thank you.
Very much indeed.